great job there.
I would show this to young kids, these last defensive possessions, where they're just wide and just fundamental, not drawing fouls, not making mistakes, but really being challenging defensively. And it is won by Minnesota. Napheesa Collier was holding off Elizabeth Williams, but there will be a whistle against Williams. That was huge effort by Fee.
Yes,
they're over the limit, and free throws coming up.
There you go. Let's see if Fee connect. Free throw down here, but Dangerfield, nice job.
Maybe it was a little, maybe she felt a little more confident because she wasn't looking at Elizabeth Williams across from her.
True,
like
thankfully.
We saw earlier. Exactly. And Fee good on the first, this one.
2-point game.
To make it 3. And it's a 2-point game. Timeout called on the floor. Big rebound by Monique Billings.
Again, defense. It comes down to defense in this game, and Atlanta is not going to go easily. They're getting every scrappy rebound, doing every trapping on the defensive end, turning the Lynx over. They've been battling here the last couple of minutes of this game.
They are up at the top when it comes to steals, when it comes to offensive rebounds, because of that kind of demeanor and tenacity.
That's the identity of this team. That's what they're known for, and they got 12 seconds to try use the defense to win the game. Try to get a win.
Well, after that miss, the Minnesota Lynx holding on now to a 2-point lead. And this really opens things up for the Dream now in terms of what they can look for. Tiana Hawkins will be the inbounder. Lynx fans on their feet, hoping for 12 seconds of D. Courtney Williams is fouled by McBride. That's going to be her second, the team's third. And checking in is Billings for McDonald. Makes sense to try and put an offensive rebounder out on the floor, a big body. 7.2 to go, and here's Carlton coming in, maybe a defensive substitution there for head coach Cheryl Reeve. Hawkins, the inbounder again, into Hayes, who's one-on-one against Clarendon, and she finishes to tie this game.
I mean, it was done to a team. And they were in this situation in the first place because of their intensity on the defensive end, but that was a beautiful offensive play, and Hayes is so talented at getting to the basket.
Tiffany Hayes, the leading scorer for the Dream. You see this play again. Credit to Lasia Clarendon for not fouling on that play, too. She knew she was in hot water and was just not going to make it worse.
Exactly. Yeah, it was more about how good of an offensive player Hayes is, that it's once she gets going downhill, it's going to be hard to stop her.
Just a really well drawn up and well executed inbound play by the Atlanta Dream.
Well, I want to ask you, are you going to be ready for an overtime game?
I think I am. Did you know that the last Lynx overtime game, there was a 130 game gap? The Lynx went from 2016 to Sunday without an overtime game. So if we have 2 in a row, we shall see. 5 seconds left here for Napheesa Collier, who can go all the way, and she draws the foul with 1.5 seconds left.
Wow. Did it say no basket?
The Dream got so turned around and forgot about Napheesa Collier.
Someone you do not want to forget about.
Another huge free throw coming up.
What?
And she goes 2 for 2. No timeouts for either team. It'll be Courtney Williams with the heave at the buzzer. It hits the backboard, and Minnesota escapes with a victory on their home court, 86-84 for their second win this season.
And it was a big one and an important win for this Minnesota franchise, who needed the confidence to beat a very, very good Atlanta team.
Leah, I was preparing. It could have happened. We had sung the praises so much of the Atlanta defense, especially down the stretch. And then to see the seas part for Collier was very unexpected.
Yeah, that was unexpected. It was definitely a big miss, and Napheesa Collier was the right person to have the ball in her hands at the right time, because she doesn't panic. She's calm in those situations, and she does what she does best, get to the free throw line.
And she knocked them down. Napheesa Collier with a huge game today as they do their half-court tradition. Collier finishing today with 25 points. And Napheesa Collier should be joining us closely, but dancing takes precedent, of course.
Of course.
When you have a victory, when they've been harder to come by in the early goings this season, but did you feel like this game is helping them get into a groove? We saw that building today. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of good things for the Lynx to take from this game, but what they're learning now is they're learning how to win together, and that confidence that they had in the past is coming back. And so this is a huge win for Minnesota, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see them come back and play Atlanta again on Sunday, because know that the Dream are going to be ready. And I think the difference will be what happens in protecting the paint.
Yes, the Minnesota by far leading in that category. And we're going to talk to Napheesa Collier, who had a tremendous game today. Hi, Fee, this is Sloan and Leah. Do you have us?
Hi, I hear you.
Well, great. Congratulations on the win. What are you thinking as you're going to the free throw line in those final moments, especially after a big second half for you?
I was obviously really nervous because the game was on the line. But then I just thought, do it for my team, don't think about myself, and that kind of calmed me down and allowed me to put them in.
Napheesa, it felt like that the Lynx, you guys came out at the start of this game ready to go. It looked comfortable. Your offense was there. Defense was good. How did it feel from the very get-go?
It did feel good. We always have the mentality we have to protect our home court, and I think that's what we came in doing. We knew it was going to be a really aggressive, fast-paced, athletic game, and so we came in with that mindset, and I think we executed.
Fee, you had to watch those first 3 games, those first 3 losses, and I know that must have been tough for you to not see the team execute how you wanted them to. Do you feel like these last 2 games, the Sun and this game against the Dream, this is really establishing a groove for you guys? Do you feel like you're finding it?
I do. We didn't have a great training camp, so I think just trying to get our team chemistry together and put in the things that we do as a Lynx, really working on that the past 2 weeks. We've had a lot of practice time, and I think it's paying off in our games now.
We saw some great communication with post players, bigs getting the ball into the paint, but overall there was 40 points in the paint for you guys tonight. How did you get that done?
We knew that we were going to be able to get it in. They have a lot of guards, smaller guards, and especially Mama Sil, we like to get it into her, so really looking to take advantage of that.
All right, Napheesa, thank you so much. Much appreciated, and good luck against Atlanta once more this weekend.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Napheesa Collier finishing with 26 points, 10 for 13 from the foul line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals to go along with that. We are going to step aside for a moment and then wrap things up here from Target Center. A big win for Minnesota, 86-84 over the Atlanta Dream.